What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
1 second. I'm seeing. All right.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. How we doing?
Good yourself?
Good. I cannot complain. What state are you in today?
Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, I'm out in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
Cool, man. So today's call is really all about you. Just want to get a better indication, really, where you're at, why you're choosing online fitness, and give you some strategies to get you there a lot faster. Cool.
All right.
All right, my man. I'm gonna let you take the floor. Kind of give me a rundown of really where we're at currently.
Um, I'm just getting started basically. I don't have anything set up yet. I wanted to start as soon as possible. I have scheduled a personal trainer certification for like mid-September, late September. I should be starting. But that's about it.
Cool. Now, what do you do full time right now?
I am active duty military. I am a software developer for the Army.
Okay. Awesome. How many more years do you got in the military?
2 and change.
Okay. All right. Now, are we looking to eventually go coaching full time?
Yes.
Awesome. Now, are we looking at doing some hybrid style where you're doing some in person and online? Or are we going to gear it more toward the online space?
Anything is possible. I'm open to either.
Okay. The reason I ask is I think I saw on your form, thank you, by the way, for filling that out. I think your big reason you want to spend more time with the family, you want to be there with your kids and things like that. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I'm a master level trainer for over 15 years, and I can tell you firsthand, in-person training is great. You can make a lot of money. You can charge a lot more as well. Okay. The problem with it is, though, it will take up a large portion of your time. So I was training 40 people a week, 2 to 3 times a week. I was charging $150 per session. So I was making really good money, but I was training from about 4:30 in the morning to about 8:30 at night. So my wife was like, we got to figure out something to give us a little bit more balance, because I was very similar to you. My kids are a little bit younger. So right now they're in that impressionable age where they want to, still be around a lot. So that's how I went to online. So if I was going to give you some advice, maybe 5 to 10 in-person high ticket offers, and then the rest I would do online. So that way you have more time to kind of do what you want, when you want, and have that flexibility and freedom that you're looking for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Perfect. We actually offer an optional certification at no additional charge. So that will cover the online aspect for you if that was something that you want to use. You don't have to, but it's there. It'd probably take a guy like you who's very smart. You're in the military, you're a software developer, take you about a week tops. Okay. It's equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. The test itself is 77 questions long. Got to get an 80% or better. Open book, not timed. Once you pass, it gets sent directly to your email, and boom, you're an online coach. You have your online coach certification, and it is backed by ACE, NASM, and ISSA as well.
Okay.
Now, the certification that you're going to be going into in mid-September, who's that through?
NASM.
Beautiful. Love that. So when that's done, this would actually be continued, would be considered continuing education credits for NASM. So NASM actually supports us as well. So that's pretty cool. Kind of goes hand in hand. Outside of that, we wanted time. We want freedom with our family. What else are we looking for? Are we looking for anything else like financial stability, more opportunities? What does it look like?
That would be great. If I can eventually focus on coaching 100% of as my primary job, then I'll do that. If I can replace my income or make more than what I make now, that would be even better.
Awesome. So give you some context behind that. Industry averages for online coaching anywhere on the low end, $250 a month, up to $500 per month per client. Okay. So let's say that you got your certifications, you're feeling confident, you got the ideal niche that you're going after, your typical demographic, all that stuff. Let's just say on average, you're charging right around $400 a month. Okay, per client. If you had 25 clients, that gets you $10K per month. Okay, that's what usually a lot of those individuals are going after. What do we need to make to replace your current income with the military?
Okay, so I get like 4 or 5 different pay.
Okay.
So total about 160.
Okay, awesome. So 160. Okay. So initially, once we hit 10K a month on a consistent basis, then we can focus on eventually moving you up to mastery level. So mastery level is when we're showing consistency through hitting those metrics. And then our focal point is to teach you how to lead leaders, which you're probably already good at. You're in the military, so you're a structured guy. But we teach you how to like step away from the day-to-day monotonous activities and have other individuals do that for you so you can scale your business and become more of that CEO. Okay.
Okay.
So we do have individuals that come in here and they're surpassing 10K within their first 4 months. And then they have that option to always go to that next level. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Cool. So this can happen relatively pretty fast. Usually the individual who hits a 10K month on average takes 13 weeks. You don't come across as an average guy just based upon your resume right now. So I think we can get you there a little bit faster. You agree?
All right. Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. Awesome, my man. What do you feel like is the biggest challenge to get this thing up and running and make this a reality for you?
Um, I think my confidence, like, I think that, so I lost a lot of weight prior to joining the military, about 85 pounds so far.
Nice.
So I have, my physique is not the best. I think I know my stuff, but I guess since my physique, I think it's lacking. I don't have the confidence to motivate others with providing like physical appearances.
I got you. So that's a very normal concern for a lot of individuals. Now, what I will tell you is congratulations on the 85 pounds lost. That's a huge deal. Now, what I
Thank
will tell you is a lot of people will resonate with your story. Okay. So I used to be that typical gym douchebag that take pictures with their shirt off with the abs. That will get you a couple likes here and there, but people really like individuals such as yourself who has been through a long journey, right? That you want our posts, we're going to be focused more on educational aspect, right? Showing who you are, what you're about. So we want to post about your military experience, how you are as a father, as a husband, because we want people to like feel like they know you, right? And
Okay.
then share your own personal journey. Your weight loss journey is important. That journey that you've gone through, that you've been vulnerable with, and you share with other individuals, that provides hope to other individuals that have those same type of issues or concerns. If they feel like they can trust you and they can resonate with you, they're going to want to be a part of whatever it is you got going on. It doesn't even matter anymore about really what you look like, right? If you look great, great. That's just icing on the cake. But if you're constantly improving yourself, people love that, right? There's more people that need that. If we can really cater to someone's pain points, nothing else really matters, right? So as an example, I cater to men 35 to 50 that are high level executives. Okay. So think about 35 to 50-year-old men that are high level. What do they typically struggle with, right? It's usually eating habits because they're always on the go. They're not home with their wife or kids. So if they're not home with their wife and kids, their wife starts to resent them because they're doing all the work at home. And then when the man does get home and the wife resents them, the woman doesn't want to give him any intimacy. So that's a problem, right? Because men,
Yep.
we are motivated by money, power, and sex. We take one of those things
Yep.
away, we've got major issues, right? So
Yep.
I show men how to optimize their overall health and wellness so they can become a beast in the boardroom, but still be that father and that husband that their family desperately needs to be that leader, right? So I'm constantly posting about those type of pain points, which draws a lot of those men to me because they're like, oh, he's got the answers. Now, when I post, I don't just post about workout stuff. I show them my daily life. So on my stories, I'm posting pictures with my wife, with my 5 kids. I'm doing reels so they can see like, man, this guy actually walks the walk, right? He's got a whole big family and he's doing it, right? So we want to have a level of entertainment because our world right now is vastly based off of being entertained immediately, but we also want to provide a level of being an expert. That's where your military background is going to be awesome for too. Just with what you've got going on alone, we already have a really good niche of the people you can help with. Because think about other individuals in the military that transition out. Oftentimes, those individuals, especially men, have a hard time figuring out where they belong or what their purpose is outside of the military. You have that insight, and now you can show those different men those ways to like really feel like they're a part of something greater than just of serving in the military. Because a lot of men struggle with that. Would you agree?
I agree. Yes.
Awesome, man. I'm excited, man. You got me pumped up and I've got goosebumps going on right now, man. What have you tried so far to make this reality? Is this like the first steps, just doing some research and getting certified?
Yep. First steps. Yep.
All right. Now, what do you feel like you would need from a business coach or a mentor to be successful? Are we looking for like direct accountability, a step-by-step game plan? What does that look like for you?
I think providing a game plan would be helpful.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you big on community as well? Like having other individuals hold you accountable, provide support, encouragement, stuff like that?
Yes, that's always a good thing to have.
Yeah, you would actually be paired with a one-on-one coach. So that individual's completed both our foundational 10K accelerator program and our mastery level. So they have a high 6 or 7 figure business of their own. So they know exactly what you need and they can provide you resources to get you there a whole hell of a lot faster. Cool?
Cool.
All right. In the next 4 to 6 months, where would you like to see your life differently than where it's currently at?
Uh, Hopefully I can have a business set up and start working on my online coaching business, and hopefully that translates to a good income that I can eventually retire out of the military.
Yeah, 100%. If we get this thing rolling the right way, we market it the right way, you're going to be bringing in, even if you brought in, just think of this. I'm going to give you another stat because I know military guys love logic. Okay.
Yeah.
So 73% of our students sign their client in month 1. On average, it takes them just 1 week to do so. Okay. Now, the individuals that sign their client in month 1, by the end of month 4, are averaging over 8K per month. The individuals that don't sign their client in month 1, but by the end of month 4, are averaging over 6,500. So just to be a basic mediocre student, 6,500 to 8K. Think about why you're doing your military. Let's just even say, worst case scenario, you bring in an additional 4K a month, right? It's almost 50,000 additional on top of what you're already earning with your 160K, right?
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
creating another set of income that's going to be massive for your family. It's going to provide you more opportunities, more freedoms, right? And now you're doing something you're truly passionate about.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So quick little recap. We're in the military. You're a software developer. You got about 2 years left. Our main reason why we're on this call today is you want to be your own boss, first of all. You want to be able to retire. You want more time with the family, and you want that financial stability. Our overall goal is to replace that 160K income and be able to coach full time. This is our first steps, but right now you're also going to be in the process of getting your NASM as well. What you need is a structurized game plan, some resources, step-by-step accountability. In the next 4 to 6 months, we'd like our business fully set up, having good income, and eventually getting to the point where we're able to walk away and retire. Is that about right?
That sounds right.
Perfect, my man. I'm going to share my screen next. And what I'm going to do is we're going to share kind of like what we have to offer on a high level. Then I'm actually going to show you exactly how I'm going to get you to 10K and pass. Cool?
Cool.
All right, my man. Let me know when you can see my screen.
All right. I got it.
All right. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. This is a big deal. We are accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a rating of an A out of a possible A+. We're also backed by ACE, NASM, and ISSA. So as mentioned earlier, for you, this would be 1.9 CEUs for you when you have your NASM certification. On the success ladder, we've got 2 tiers. We've got 10K Accelerator. We've got Mastery Level Coach. Today, we're really going to focus on 10K Accelerator. This is ideal for an individual such as yourself looking to get certified and wanting to transition from that 9 to 5, create some massive impact on the online space. The information in this course will get us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months. Now, as I mentioned earlier, once you're hitting about 10K a month on a consistent basis, we can look into moving you into mastery level. And that's where we're going to teach you really to focus on getting those 6-figure months, right? So we're 100K a month, kind of step away from the coaching aspect, become more of a CEO, teach you how to lead leaders. The 10K Accelerator program is really broken up into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do is get you some clients right out the gate. Then we'll establish a solid business foundation. We'll help you generate leads organically to maximize your overall reach. We'll help you develop sales and client retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, on the support side of things, I talked a little bit about this already, but you'd have that assigned to one-on-one coach. You're going to have a customized game planning call with that individual to review where you're at, where you want to be, in the most efficient way to get there. Every 2 weeks, you're going to have one-on-one coaching calls, very similar to this. Revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, get very specific instructions on what you need to do for the upcoming weeks. You'll also be introduced to a private sales coach as well. So when you're averaging about 2 to 3 Zoom calls per week and you completed all the sales modules, we're going to introduce you to this individual. They're going to help you overcome those objections, get a larger return of investment, close down those sales calls at a 40% clip or greater. You'll have bi-weekly roster group coaching calls along with 5 times weekly group support calls that accommodate a 9 to 5. This would go over client objection handling, client delivery, marketing, lead generation, mindset issues, even case studies. 24/5 tech support outside of all of that. So you'll have access to your coach 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. Any other questions that you might have, you can always take it to the private Facebook group as well. You'll get a ton of feedback from multiple different coaches. We do also offer what we call the Zenpreneur method. So becoming your own fitness entrepreneur is exciting. It does get overwhelming, right? You mentioned confidence, fear of failure, imposter syndrome. We want to show you how to move past that to move forward with your overall business. So we do weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation, even journaling sessions, just to ensure you're always in a good headspace to move forward with your business. As far as the resources go, you're going to have the course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method. This will be a game changer for you as well. We provide done-for-you programming, saves you hours of time each week. We'll even give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements. And as mentioned earlier, we do offer an optional certification at no additional charge. Any questions on all that so far?
No.
All right, now this is the secret sauce to get you to that 10K mark. 4 phases. Act first, that means we're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about, but we're going to implement specific strategies we give you to get your first couple of clients. Phase 2, we're going to set up all of your back-end systems. We're going to make sure you're a fully legal company. We'll identify what problems you solve. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So these first 2 phases will take you maybe a month to month and a half, and they're one-time setup. The rest of the time is going to be in phase 3 and phase 4. So phase 3, organic marketing. How can we maximize your overall reach on all 3 platforms? We'll show you how to utilize WhatsApp group for our community lead generation method. We'll also show you how to close down deals a little bit more efficiently. Phase 4 is like the fine tuning of everything, maximizing your sales skills, developing consistent client delivery systems, but emphasizing the customer support and the client retention to keep people happy in your program for longer periods of time. Any questions on the 4 phases?
No.
Oh man, you're making my job easy. I like you already. All right, this is the course itself. 33 modules. Each module has an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. The link in the videos are tutorials to us, so they go step by step. Zero guesswork here. First step to becoming a full-time coach, we talked about strategies. We give you 3 of them. The cool thing is the resources we provide for you are already done for you, so we're more efficient with our overall time. The 10K Accelerator Directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capabilities. The Success Roadmap is a 2-part phase. What do we need to do to get from 0 to 5K a month? Then what do we need to do to get to 5 to 10? So step-by-step strategy here comes with videos, so you'll always know exactly what to do. Now, based upon our goals, we want to have daily and evening routines to impact that. And then as you mentioned earlier, confidence issues, fear of failure, anxiety, all that stuff is covered in here. Those are natural, normal feelings, but we just teach you how to move forward with your overall business. Okay? Top 10 struggles you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur, but we provide solutions behind each and every one of these as well. And then administration systems and Chat GPT is where things get interesting. Have you started messing around with Chat GPT yet?
Yes, I have.
It's crazy. It's like Google on steroids.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we'll show you how to utilize this to make it more efficient with your overall programming and creating content ideas. Backend systems, Waiver, Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform accounting to book calls. We even have applications you can utilize to upload all of your programming, all of your nutrition in one spot, make it more convenient for your clients. Same thing for your financial systems as well. We'll show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, business write-offs, all your business legalities are covered through here. Now, the cool thing about this is if you're to set up your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with an AI company. It can be done within 20 to 30 minutes. So it's a lot more efficient, more convenient as well. Target setting, we're going to move into that next. We're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. So we're going to deep dive into your specific goals and metrics. And then we're going to figure out what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we create our offer and pricing. So really understanding the value that you bring. Is your program going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. That high ticket offer will be established upon your overall length of terms. So we'll help with the structure of your pricing and when to create downsells and discounts when applicable. Any questions on that so far?
No.
All right, moving into the social media aspect of things, organic marketing. We're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work, get 14 different pieces of content created out of it, utilizing some AI software. So we want everything to be more efficient for you. And then we have all that content created. We want to spread that across all of your social media. So how can we set up podcasts and YouTube so more people understand who you are, what you're about, and the message that you're trying to convey? And then we'll show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just randomly posting. Very specific strategies and resources behind each and every one of these platforms to really get the most maximization out of it. So we'll take it down from like hashtag use to page aesthetics, to content, to reels. How do we maximize each and every aspect? How do we track it? How do we make sure it's being successful? Same thing with TikTok as well. From there, we'll move into content creation made easy. This is just basic editing features. So Canva Pro, Canva Basic, Microsoft Design, great editing features. We want you to think of your social media as like a storefront. So people are walking by, they're enticed, they want to come in and shop, see what you got going on, okay? So we'll show you how to do that. It's really good for branding as well and logos. And then the 10K lead generation framework, there's a few different ways we do this. The first of which is what we call earned media. I want you to think of this like inbound marketing or people coming to you first. We'll give you specific strategies and resources to get people enticed to want to reach out to you first. Really cool example, cross-pollination. Maybe you're partnered with another fitness coach or military veteran. Their audience is to see who you are. Your audience is to see who they are. Now we've expanded our overall reach. We have more followers. And if we have more followers, we can start providing new resources to new individuals to get their contact information, get them excited. Another example that I really love, scholarship strategy incentivizes people to sign up for your program sooner rather than later. It gets them really excited. Opposite end of this is what we call conversation and calls. This is like outbound marketing or you reaching out to individuals first. So we'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you conversation and call examples. But more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all three platforms, how to build and nurture these relationships, have more intimate one-on-one conversations by filtering them through a WhatsApp group. So that way they're already talking to individuals that you already service or have served. So they have a better indication on who you are and the testimonials that you provide. From there, referral strategy, easiest way to grow your business, friends, families, coworkers, ex-clients, talking about how amazing you are, but how can we incentivize them to bring you more referrals without you actually having to ask month after month? Really easy way to grow your business. From there, if you're going to be a fitness entrepreneur or an entrepreneur in general, you got to be good at sales. It's going to be like your lifeline. So we're going to teach you the skills that you need to be successful in that to set up two types of phone calls. The first is a meet and greet. It's like a 10-minute screening call. You're trying to identify if you really want to work with this individual and if you can actually solve their problem. If you've identified that you can and you're willing to work with them, we move them to the closing call, which is more like a 45 to 60-minute call. This is where you're trying to lock them in as an actual client. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll also teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be a game changer, understanding how to create financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your program. And then we show you how to lock them in once and for all and create standards and expectations. Once you lock them in, we want to go back and we want to track all this. We want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what length of terms. So we give you our resources for this to track this more efficiently. And then from there, objection handling. This is going to be all the excuses you're going to hear on the online platform. We give you over 30 different examples. The more you can familiarize yourself with this, the easier it is to overcome those objections and get them to want to sign up sooner rather than later. Onboarding is probably the most overlooked area by most coaches and trainers. Someone's first 30 days in your program. This will make or break if people want to continue with you. So standards, expectations, getting them resources in their hands with that first 24 to 48 hours. Building trust, building excitement, reducing buyer's remorse. And then from there, client delivery. This is the fun stuff, the week-to-week process and how we deliver services. We just show you how to do this more efficiently, utilizing the newest softwares. And then this was going to happen as well. What do we do if someone's ghosting you? They're not listening, they want to quit. It's inevitable, it's going to happen. But what do we do if they've already paid for services? How do we track it? How do we mitigate it? And then oftentimes when people are starting to act like that, they want to feel like they're a part of something larger than just you and them. They want a larger community. So we'll show you how to create that. Some of them want more individualized touch points. Some of them want challenges, and some of them want to be incentivized to do what's already expected of them. So we'll give you strategies behind that to get them to execute on a more consistent basis. And then lastly, we're going to start moving into customer support. How do we deal with cancellations, refund requests? What if someone needs to pause services because they're going out of town for extended periods of time or illness? How do we handle that? How do we track it? And then finally, client retention. We want to keep people in your program for long periods of time, but we want to advance them to the higher levels of it. How do we track it? How do we keep them rolling? Any questions on that so far?
Yes, one question. So my plan was to focus on the Hispanic Latino community.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will have to translate most of those scripts over to Spanish to utilize them.
So yeah, so the scripts are going to be there for you to like, they'll give you a guideline on like how you would interact with clients. So once you have it down, like if you want to market specifically more toward the Hispanic population, then you'll just take that script and just change it out. That's where you could use your chat GPT, right? You could just change things out really quick. The other cool thing that you can do too with your programming, I'm sure you're probably aware of. I don't know if you follow any of the soccer players in Spain, like Sergio Ramos on his posts. He has it to where part of it is written in Spanish, but you hit this button that says translate. English speaking people can read it too. That's really cool because that way it's ideal for the community that you're trying to reach, but it gets other people engaged, because you're going to have some people that want to reach out to you regardless because of who you are, right? So you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So that'd be a really cool option as well. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yep.
Cool. Quick recap. The program itself is 4 months long. You're going to have a customized game planning call with your coach. You'll have a one-on-one coach all 4 months. You're going to have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a sales coach. You're going to have that Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, done for you programming, and optional certification in the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we missed here?
No.
We feeling pretty confident. We like it. We love it. We hate it. What's going on?
We love it. Yeah. Sounds
All
great.
Right. You're very reserved, man. Military guys are always reserved. I can't even tell if you guys are excited or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Now, out of all that stuff that I showed you, what were like 1 or 2 things that really stood out to you?
The objection section.
The objection handling?
Yeah. I struggle with that a lot. I don't know if it's because I always personally I will say yes to everything, but I don't know if I'm expecting the same thing back. But I always struggle when somebody declines something that I asked them to do, or hesitate on doing what I asked them to do.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be a game changer, especially like when they've actually bought into your program. We show you how to get them to execute at a higher level again and stay consistent. If it's someone on a sales call and they're giving you all these reasons as to why they can't do it, we try to find that solution as to how we can get them to want to do it, right? So having those objections and being able to like review those constantly makes your job 5 times easier on those sales calls once it starts clicking, right?
Yeah.
Because we really want to pull on logic, but we also want to pull on emotion. If you're on a phone call with someone who's had some health or health issues for long periods of time over and over, it's imperative that we get them going, because if they don't invest in you today, they're investing in their illness tomorrow. And if we can paint that picture for them and show them that we can really get them off these medications, improve their overall, livelihood, it's going to benefit their life, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials at all?
No, I have not. No.
I'm just going to share a couple with you. Okay. Two opposite ends of the spectrum. First one, we got Karina. Karina was only making about $2K a month. Her focal point was she just wanted to travel and spend time with her family. That was it. First tattoo indicates when she started in LCA. Bottom tattoo indicates when she quit her job. Yes, that's a real tattoo. So after 4 months, she quit her job. But after 6 months, she was collecting 10 to 12K a month on a regular basis. She's now making 15K a month. She works 35 hours a week. She travels and she's with her kids. The reason I shared Karina is because you mentioned family is really important to you and having that flexibility. So that's why I showed you her. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, I'm going to share Jen. So this is Jen. She's an IFBB pro. So she's a pro athlete. This is her husband, Darren. She was a physician's assistant and she started her own coaching business. Her focal point was to eventually transition out of her job. She couldn't get past where she wanted to on her own. So she joined NLCA in 2021. She's now contracting 100K a month on a regular basis. And she has a staff size of 12. So she's a 7-figure earner, a wife, an athlete, and she's able to balance all that. I know your goal was we got to get past 160K, right? I'm showing you right now, can do that easily. And I think you kill it because you're so structured. Quick reminder of averages. Went over this first one with you already, but after 4 months, the average individual is making usually between 6,500 to 8K. Of the students that are going full-time in their fitness business, it takes them just 10.6 weeks. So people are quitting their job in about 2.5 months to go full-time if they want to. Again, just over 90 days, people are hitting that 10K a month threshold. And the students who stay with us for 12 months have 97 clients on the roster on average. Those individuals with 97 clients are averaging $366,000 a year. So at that point in time, you're probably not just like a one-man show anymore. I would say you could average anywhere between 30 to 60 clients on your own, depending on how organized you are. We have some individuals that can do a little bit more, but typically when you're past 60, we'll start bringing on maybe an assistant coach. We also talk about when to run ads, things of that nature for you. Cool?
Cool.
All right. And right now our program is getting scored a 4.6 out of 5. Did you get a chance to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
Maybe I saw the video. I don't know if it was mentioned there.
Okay, so a lot of companies will have like a money back guarantee. We have a 3 times your investment guarantee, or you get 100% refund. So to qualify for that, just got to attend your game planning call, which is pretty standard. Attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month. 1 group support call each week. Charge at least the bare minimum suggested price of $250 or more for services. Don't spend longer than 2 weeks on the optional certification if you choose to use that. Run a scholarship program within the first 90 days and no late payments. You do all that, show up and do the work exactly as laid out with the coach, with the support and resources, we guarantee you will 3 times the amount you invest and you get 100% refund. Worst case scenario, get your money back. Best case scenario, you 3 times that bad boy. Give you a little bit more confidence there?
Yes, it does.
Cool. Next, we're going to talk about that. What's this thing going to cost us, right? There'll be a payment plan. There'll be a paid in full option. So payment plan means we put down a down payment, you spread it out over 4 to 6 months. Paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front. We save a significant amount of money. Now, no matter where you're at financially, we have extended payment plans. We have financing options. We literally have over 10 different options that we can get you started today. Cool?
Cool.
All right, my man. What is this going to cost us? Only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm playing. There's a payment plan of $7,300. There's a paid in full option of $6,500. It saves you $800. Out of those 2, which do you think works best for you?
I'll probably do the pay in full.
Cool. You ready to lock and load? Ready to commit to this?
Yeah. I just have to talk it over with the wife. You know how it is.
Yep, 100%. Does your wife know that you're on the call?
No, she does not.
Okay. Is she aware of like what you're trying to do, like your ambitions, your goals with the online coaching?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like everything checked the boxes on what you're looking for like a business coach mentorship?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Are you 100? I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Are you 100% confident in your own skill set and ability to follow through and execute what's being laid out?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So all it comes down to is just hashing things over with the wife, making sure she's cool with it as well. Is that right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Are you the decision maker, or is your wife the decision maker?
It's kind of 50-50. We discuss everything, and then we see the pros and cons of either situation, and then we go forward or not.
Okay, I got you. Does your wife work too?
Part-time.
Okay, cool. So sometimes what I offer is not a big deal because I'm married too. So happy wife, happy life. I know all about it, man. I don't. No secret missions over here. So if she's available, if you want, you can mute me and you can call her. Or if if that works for you, we can then get you started and then add her on the game planning call as well, so she can be a part of it as well.
All right. Let me see what time is. She's currently working. I think she leaves around an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So how about this? I'm going to send you over a condensed presentation. Okay. Like 10 minutes. Just boom, 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 go through everything. Okay. So it's actually my sales manager going through everything on like more like a lighter note. And then I'll also send you an overview video, kind of like a hype video is what I call it. Both videos are under 10 minutes. So that way, if your wife is like, hold on, what are we investing in here? Right. She has something to look at. And I'll also send you over a picture of the guarantees, like what the course includes and the client averages and things of that nature. Do you think that would help out to give her a little bit more clarity?
Yes.
Cool. So how about this? I would like to set up a second call with you. I do have an opening that just popped open today, later this afternoon. So if that was something that works for you and your wife, if your wife also has questions, she can ask me as well. We can all 3 to hop on and go over any other stuff. Again, hopefully that works out well for you. Save the $800, but I do have creative ways to still save you money if she's like, no. So which was my next question. What would happen if your wife was like, you know what, this looks cool, but nah. What would you do then?
I'll probably start working on it myself, see where I get. And then if eventually I can come back and uh, take the course, then I'll do that.
Do you think that your wife would be open to getting resourceful? So if she was like, you know what, I want to save money too, sweetheart, but it's a little bit much. Do you think that she'd be open to allowing you to get resourceful with me to where we can all figure something out that makes sense for your overall family?
She's uh, she's I think overconfident of my abilities, so
That's a good thing.
she will tell me I can do it by myself. I'm pretty sure that's her number one issue, that she thinks I'm able to do it by myself.
Yep, and that's an issue that I hear from a lot of spouses, right? So I'm going to give you some context behind that, and in all due respect. So I'm a master level trainer, but I was in person. Okay, in person and online are two completely different beasts, especially on how your marketing is selling. So I've met a lot of in-person trainers that start their own business for in-person training, and they do well, right? But I have not met an in-person trainer that didn't know anything and try to transition to online and have something sustainable. Now, do I think that you're incredibly intelligent? Yes, you prove that with what you do for a living, right? But you could figure these things out on your own, but it would take you significantly a long period of time. Typically, it takes people about 3 to 5 years just to figure out the necessary steps in order and how to do it, how to streamline it, right? So my conversation would be to, when you're having that with your wife, is, hey, I totally get that, but if we can do this in a more efficient manner and allows us to spend more time together, have more financial freedom, I'm being guided, do you feel like that would help our family more than me figuring it out on my own? Because if you do figure it out on your own, you're also going to be spending a lot more money, because our whole purpose of this program is to do the majority of things organically, so we save you more money until we get to that mastery level. So once you're earning more, we can start adding in more of the bells and the whistles of things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Cool. So I just kind of want to give you that, because that's an objection that we do hear a lot, like whether it's the woman coming to the man or the man coming to the woman, like, oh, baby, you can figure this out on your own. You could, but it'd take you a long periods of time. So for instance, when Chad tried it, Chad took over 3 years to try this on his own. And then he finally had to invest in a mentor. And then now when you have that, you can streamline everything. And I think you know about that. Military, you come up with a game plan. It's very strategic. You know exactly what to do step by step. Things get done a lot faster, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Would you be open to popping on later on this afternoon?
What time?
I've got, are you Eastern time?
Yes.
I have a 3 and a 4 p.m. open.
I won't be home by then.
Okay.
Um,
How about this? Shoot me a text with what you and your wife are open to, and then we can always book a second call. Or if this is something when you get home, I can literally go over the next steps with you, get you all set up, and we can get you onboarded tomorrow morning. Is that fair?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Cool. So I will probably follow up with you. I got a couple of calls back to back, and I'll probably just shoot you a text and be like, hey, oh, I'm going to send you that information first, but I'm going to say, hey, did you get a chance to kind of review everything with your wife? And then if she's like, I'm still worried about the prices, then we'll actually book a call to where we're all together kind of formulating an idea that might make sense for you guys. Cool?
Okay. Sounds good.
Hey, I greatly appreciate your time.
Yeah, same.
Hey, man. And again, also thank you for your service, brother. I really appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, my man. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right. See you.
See you.